Welcome to Aimmee Kodachian Show. I am your host, Aimmee Kodachian, not Kardashian. This show is about empowering humanity through inspiration and education. I have a wonderful guest with me today. Her name is Margie Shepard, and she has an incredible story, inspiring story that you do not want to miss. If you hear her story, you will be so inspired and empowered, and nothing will hold you back from whatever you need to do in your life and succeed. So I am so happy to have her with me here today. Welcome to my show.
Oh, Aimmee, thank you so much. I am thrilled to be here. We have talked about this for a long time.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for being on my show. I always like to bring people who can inspire and also educate my audience about their life so they can take action and move forward in their life in an easy way. Not easy, there is no easy way. It's more smoother and with directions, you know. So I wanted to ask you, a favor, because I want you to tell your story. I want everyone to know where you came from and what happened to you. And then after what happened to you, how you were able to move forward and continuing moving forward to inspire others. So would you share your story with us, please?
Oh, I'd be happy to. In 2013, I had a lot of work done in my home as a result of a leak. It was a sloppy job, and a lot of infectious particulate matter was filtering through the ducts in my home because they failed to clean them properly. Over the period of a year, sores developed on my face, my mouth, both internal, external, and on all various parts of my body. Nonetheless, coming close to about a year, I was at the doctor and I said, this area just hurts so bad. And I've tried the medications. They thought it was cold sores, and it wasn't. They weren't. They were actual tumors that developed after breaking and becoming a sore.
Wow.
So he said, I think you better see a reconstructive plastic surgeon. So I went, and within 5 days they had me in surgery. And they removed all of the sores that had the little tanglings that were down in the tissues. And ultimately, they removed so much tissue through the lips and the inner lining, especially on the right side of my face, that upon healing, I was deformed.
Wow.
And it was very noticeable, and they had told me I would have to wait 4 months for healing before any reconstructive could be done.
Well, I saw some of the pictures.
Yes.
I mean, it's unbelievable where you're at now. And
Yeah.
how did you, well, first of all, continue telling us more about the story.
Well, with the first surgery, it just did not turn out as well as I had hoped. The second surgery, having to wait so long. And in the meantime, everything that I had built through the internet, my business and so forth, was beginning to dwindle away. People were very cruel, because when you have a particular look, and if you go out in public and you don't look that way, they really are cruel. And it was very hard and very difficult. But I just said no. Where there's a will to win at life, I was going to do that. After the second surgery, I would still be deformed, and there was no other option. Under the direction of an expert RN who studied nothing but the cosmetic injectable programs, and then with the hand of the plastic surgeon through his direction and his order, she started administering to begin to help develop a face.
Wow.
In that process, it took an additional year, and now about every 3 months, because every time I talk, if I eat, if I do anything with this area of my face, because there is no natural tissue anymore,
wow,
it begins to deteriorate. And about every 3 months, I go back to be tweaked, and I'll have to do this the rest of my life in order to maintain a look that I'm comfortable with.
So let me ask you, how did you find out what happened to you because of the chemicals they were using in your home? Is that correct?
Yes.
How did you find out that was the cause?
Well, the doctors were asking me various questions. They knew that I'd had a leak in the home. We had to track the time frame as to what happened and when things began happening. And I mean, I developed pneumonia. I had the breakouts. I had the skin irritations all over my body. And the entire time, whether I turned on the heat or the air, all of this particulate matter was being circulated throughout my house, in my clothes, my bedding, my food, everything. So when my ducts in my home were looked at, all of this particulate matter was there, and construction parts, sheetrock, they were sawing inside my house. I mean, I could go on. But really, you know, to acknowledge contractors that work like that, that only glorifies them. The real storyline is, no matter where it is, no matter what you're exposed to, take control of your life, decide where you want to be with that life, and go for it. Don't wait for the system. Don't sit back. Take the first steps to help you.
That's a great advice. Don't sit and just blame.
Exactly.
You're going to have to take action in the meantime.
Exactly. You know, I have a saying, and you've heard me say this, and I really want the listeners to hear this, because I want to invite you all to board my plane of ambition, because we're going to land at your airport of success. And I've tried, you know, to implement that in many, many, many ways, and I've come forward in full circle again in my life. I'm on my 3rd or 4th career. And my goal is to constantly inspire others to step out to achieve their goal.
Their goals.
And you see, age, don't use that excuse.
Don't even go there. When we come back,
okay.
When we come back, we're going to share with them a little bit more about your age, which you're open about that.
Sure.
We're going to share with them how you were disformed, basically going out in the public this way, but never gave up, and then continued till now. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
And just being persistent,
Yes.
not letting anybody taking you down, because our look is very important. It's really important. We don't have to be Miss the universe,
No.
but people do look at you when you have something not right.
Exactly.
And then that's just uncomfortable dealing with that. So when we come back, we are going to share with you how she transformed her life and continued not only inspire others, be the inspiration, and knowing her age and her energy, and that alone is just inspiring to me. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be inspiring to you when you're going to hear more what she have to share with us. We'll be right back.
Snap-on dentures will change your life. And at Smiles Today Dental, we now offer the lowest price in town. Mini dental implants can stabilize your loose dentures permanently. Call Smiles Today Dental for a free consultation.
Thank you for calling Denim Revival.
Hate to say goodbye to your favorite jeans? Well, now you don't have to, because Denim Revival is here for you. Mail us your jeans and our professionals will fix it right up. We offer you all kinds of alteration services, including invisible repairs, let-outs, taperings, and original hemming, or even have your own custom-made jeans. Quoted the best denim repair shop by GQ, Vogue Magazine, and LA Times. Denim Revival, your search for alteration and repair ends here.
And to you it ain't pretty little thing, how your baby.
And we are back with Margie, the beautiful Margie from the inside out.
Oh, thank you.
I could tell you that much, because you always want to help other people and inspire them, and you're just full of light in the front of me right here, and I am happy to have you. Share with us a little bit, how did you feel when you went out to the public and I saw some pictures of you, basically you were deformed, and a beautiful lady like yourself that had all the attention coming to you. Someone looking at you, they could see your energy, they could see your power, they could see your knowledge. You have the self-confidence. How did you feel? Is that braked you, took you down a little bit, or you just didn't care?
It did bother me because I couldn't figure out why. But then, as time went by, and I'd always taught in my earlier career of 25 years in the weight loss industry, where there's a will, there's a way, and things happen for a reason. I had to develop a thicker skin so that people's comments, you know, sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. I know that sounds like a childish rhyme, but it is so true. There were a lot of tears, but I never gave up. I knew that somewhere, and I did not know what the end result would be in the terms of the look of my face. Let me just share, you know, you've asked about the deeper part of it. The look was not the number one issue. When you remove the amount of tissue that was removed from my mouth and the inner portions of my cheeks, those areas are what control your tongue, so that when you are speaking, your verbiage needs to be clear, like we are speaking now. In my case, I was slurring my words because there was nothing there to control my tongue. The second was because of the deformity within the lips and the lack of tissue inside. Food would come out of my mouth, or fluid, if I was drinking coffee or tea, would again come down and drip on my chin. There was nothing to grab it. The third would then be my look. So to go out in public, it was a very, very, very difficult, challenging time. To be in the grocery store and somebody would say, aren't you? Yes, I am. And they may shy away or they may stammer, whatever. But I always held my head high.
Nice.
I always held my head high, and I always felt like others who would look down on anybody because they, you know, they have something happened to them, or they're born with an affliction. There are those that don't know that there are options for many, many things. It just depends on what you want to do. For me, I wanted to set a tone for people to never give up, and once you get yourself back to where you're comfortable, go from there and continue to blaze the trail, because you can impact lives.
So do you think, in your life experience, when we do that, when we go through hard time, like I went through war and all that, I didn't go through what you went through, but when we go through a hard time in life and we come out on the other side, it seems like all of us, we want to empower others. We want to tell them like, hey, don't stop. You know, there is hope for you. There is this for you. It kind of gives us a purpose.
It gives us a purpose, but what we have to also say to ourselves when we look at these other people, we are here, we can inspire you, but you can take a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You either want to get on that path to fulfill whatever direction you want at whatever level. You don't have to go as hard and as far and as wide as I do or you do, only as far as your own particular dream will take you. So you have to commit in some way. And you're absolutely right. We are an inspiration to ever so many, and it does not matter where in the world, where in the world we are. There's something about people that when they make it to the other side, they appreciate life and they want to empower others to appreciate their life. I refer to it as celebrating life daily.
Absolutely. And what is your advice for someone who is dealing with something but they don't know the problem is from their own home, from their own, the chemicals are going on in their own home? Might be maybe inside not feeling well. What is the sign? How they could check into that?
Well, you know, you could be in an office building where work was done and the ducts weren't cleaned. There could be other forms of chemical. There could be mold. Any number of things in your own domain. The same, but it's ongoing. I mean, it isn't a one-time exposure. It's over a period of time. It's important that when you start feeling poorly, that you let your doctors know that what your symptoms are and when this started, and then you take a look and you begin to put pieces together. Okay, was there construction? What kind of construction? Were chemicals? Were they sawing inside the area? Was it tile? What about the grout and the mixtures of all of these particular things? And to say nothing of the workers themselves. When they blew their nose, did they just drop the tissue in the ducts and all of this was filtering through? So when you start feeling poorly and you know that you've been exposed to certain things, you backtrack to the date, bring your doctors in the know, act on it immediately, and then if you're in an office environment, you take it to your superior. You let them know, because 9 times out of 10, they won't know.
Yeah. So at least will give them direction. If you're feeling bad since you moved in a particular home or you start a particular job, maybe there is something in your environment that is affecting you that we can't see. That's the key, is we cannot see the chemicals.
You can't.
And then look what damage they have done to you.
Well, and I do want to just kind of interject this, though. Again, I really don't like to bring any form of acknowledgement where people seem to think that construction is the almighty. In the state of Nevada alone, it's a $200 billion industry, of which the laws and the rules and the regulations are so low that a cockroach couldn't do the limbo under that bar. Which means that the restrictions of what should be down there for the consumer, such as you and I, are very, very low. But if you're an employee thereof, you can go to an organization called OSHA, and they will then send you to a specialist
to find out
exactly what it was you were exposed to.
Okay.
So, you know, that's something, you know, we've got to, it isn't just about being the consumer. You can also be an employee, but understand who's really got the protection. And that's really where it's at. But nonetheless, you know, it didn't bother me. I really didn't care, because I was going to continue to keep on going and pave the way, and which brought me to Las Vegas.
To what you're doing right now.
To what I'm doing now.
So now when we come back, we are going to talk about what you're doing right now, how you're empowering other people, how you're speaking about, you know, different subjects, and where you're at, and how people could follow you and follow your steps and see what you're up to. So we will be right back. Hi, my name is Aimmee Kodachian, not Kardashian. When I came to the United States, I did not speak English at all. I had no education, no skills, barely any money in my hands, and I had a 10-year-old daughter to raise. However, giving up was not an option for me. In order to survive and thrive, I had to shift my thoughts and apply all of the insights, wisdom, and the lessons I learned throughout my journey to get and have everything I want. Today, I am an author, TV talk show host, a keynote speaker, a special liaison officer for the Women's Federation for World Peace USA. This is how I am paying it forward today. I have created 4 online classes where I share steps, techniques, and powerful insights that I have used in my life that will give you clear direction on how to transform your thoughts from wanting to having everything you want. And the first class is my gift to you. There is absolutely no obligation to you. So what are you waiting for? You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Start shifting your thoughts today so you could transform your life like I did. I encourage you to take action now. Click on the link and see what's in store for you. And we are back with Margie. Margie, welcome back.
Thank you so much.
We have educated a lot of people about how they can really get hurt from something invisible,
Right.
they can't see, and how you were able to go through it when it's almost impossible for people to go face themselves, not alone to face the public.
Exactly.
How did you turn that around and you get where you're at now? I mean, that is a huge shift.
Well, I had been a speaker for a long time, but I wanted professional representation. And I wrote a piece and I submitted it to Bruce Marin. And I told my story. And from there, I came to Las Vegas and he met me physically for the first time. And from there, we started building my platform to be able to tell my story, but it was really about the will to win at life and to overcome obstacles. So for the last couple of years, a great deal has happened. I speak, we have events and so forth, but then I decided that, well, if I could make it back this far, I can go back and help others make it back as I had done once before in my first career. So I came to Las Vegas, and within a very short time, I was advanced to Vice President of the Sterling Club Business Networking Group. And within the following week, the first Vice President of Bruce Marin Celebrity Speakers Bureau and Entertainment, as well as his PR and advertising firm. In the meantime, my company, Maximize M Productions, I am the founder and owner, as well as my international store, Maximize M International, and I'm also the president and founder there. Taking all together, I'm able to inspire others. At 71, I'm just getting started again.
We told you we're going to tell her age.
At
So 71, I can't believe that.
I'm just getting started again, and so many people are jumping out wanting to know, how to do this and how to do that, and how are we going to this, and what can I do? Well, I want everyone to know that where there's a will, there's a way. And at Bruce Marin Celebrity Speakers Bureau, if you have a desire to be a speaker, I want you to contact me. MaximizeMProductions@gmail.com, or jot this number down, 775-409-6645. That's 775-409-6645. Now, if you've got a product, a company, you think you've got something that you want to have PR for, we also do that. And again, that contact information is MaximizeMProductions@gmail.com. And again, my number at 775-409-6645. You can follow me and friend me on Facebook. I have Margie Shepard, Celebrating Life. You can go there.
You're very aggressive on Facebook.
Yes,
I can see that.
I'm also on LinkedIn. I'm
Yeah.
on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. And I have the Maximize M page as well as Margie Shepard. So you can reach out to me and let me know. And I'd really like to know that you've seen this show. And Aimmee, you are just phenomenal, and I love you dearly.
Thank you so much. It's nice having you. I love you dearly because I went to Sterling Club
Yes.
last month. You've been asking me, invited me to go, and finally I'm like, okay, every month I tell her this month, but I'm gonna make it. I did make it, and it was really wonderful.
Thank you.
It was really nice group of people, and a very good club. And I could see the passion, how much you try to help people, your energy in the event. You look at you like 30 years old. You have the energy of 30 years old. That's what I want to get from you, really, to get that beautiful energy. You keep yourself healthy. Mentally and physically, and that's why you're able to help other people. And that's why I wanted you to be on my show, because I want to tell people, doesn't matter, because a lot of people, they make excuses. My age, my situation. I understand some situations could be hard, but no matter what it is, you show them to put it on the side and move forward.
Exactly.
And you lift people up. So that's what I notice about you, is like you are a lifter. You lift people up no matter what they're going through.
Well, exactly. Everybody in the world would like to be appreciated in some way, whether it be a big way, the littlest way. And often I found the littlest thing would elevate me higher than anything I ever thought could. And I've had some really good fortune in my day. And still, I will say that Bruce Marin, Celebrity Speakers Bureau and Entertainment
And
Bureau.
by the way, Bruce is very known.
He is, you know,
very known in the speaking industry. He brought top entertainers to Las Vegas,
you know,
right?
Exactly. I mean, we've booked every president since Ronald Reagan coming forward, Michael Landon, Jackie Robinson, Muhammad Ali. I mean, Lassie, for goodness sake, woof woof Lassie. You know, his background is vast. Johnny Carson, Ed McMahon, the people that he knows. And yet, when he read my story, he took the time for me.
Nice.
And I'll never forget that. He has heart, and he too wishes to help others. It isn't just about the bigger name. If you've got a story, we want to hear it, and we'll help you get it out there. So again, I want you to reach out to me, Bruce Marin Celebrity Speakers Bureau. I am their first vice president ever, and obviously a woman. So call me at 775-409-6645. That's 775-409-6645. Bruce Marin Celebrity Speakers Bureau and Entertainment.
Now, knowing Bruce, knowing what he came from and how many celebrities he was able to bring, you know, for speaking and everything, to get you in as the vice president, he saw something in you. He saw the light in you. He saw your energy, and how you're going to help the organization even lift up. So the speakers or people have product or anything, when they come to you, you bring in the experience that you gained throughout your life journey. And you overcame something really magic, because I saw your pictures before. I mean, you're gorgeous, and saw your pictures when you were, you know, going through those times. And now you're coming back to look gorgeous. That is amazing.
Thank you.
And I think your positive attitude really brings it out. Would you agree with that?
You know, I've never really given myself an evaluation in terms of how I look, but I will say that my positive attitude and other people's positive attitude is what brings the true inner beauty out in anyone. The negativity of the world brings you down. A positive attitude going forward will always uplift you, and you will glow from the inside out.
That's the difference you see in people. When even when you're going through a hard time, some people you can't even notice they're going through a hard time, because they know how to keep that light going, keep it going, and the positive thinking.
But there is a difference with that, because you also, people can exude the positive and still be going through hard times, but it's a genuine positive. Then there are those that really are bona fide actors, and they want to put up a front. And then after they shut the door, I mean, all the world just crumbles. And they're really not going forward. They're really not, because they're living in a facade. So let's not confuse those two things.
You know, absolutely.
We definitely want to acknowledge hard times are hard times. You pull up those bootstraps, and every day you look in the mirror and you tell yourself, I'm going to board my plane of ambition, because we're going to land it by airport of success.
Absolutely.
So, you know.
Absolutely. So I thank you so much for being on my show. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your light and your energy, and sharing with all of my audience to inspire them.
Oh, I am so honored. Oh, thank you, Aimmee.
And if you would like to get a hold of her, she already gave her information a couple of times. I will encourage you to connect with Margie. She is amazing light. She have a lot to offer. And thank you for staying with us today. I appreciate you as well. Always remember, keep smiling and keep shining.